We also have another video from Kiora that I would like to watch because this one looks funny.
The 2010s.
I love the 2010s. Thank you. Thank you. Growing up in the early 2010s. So for anybody my age, we grew up in the 2010s. Like I'm a 2000s baby, but like where I really grew up was the 2010s. So my fellas in chat, this is for us. This is for us old heads in chat.
The 2010s, a time that doesn't feel that long ago, until you remember that 2019 was 5 freaking years ago.
6 years ago now. This video is 10 months old, but it was ooh, six years ago is kind of crazy. Damn.
But in this video, we're specifically talking about the early 2010s, from 2010 to 2014. And I'm counting 2014 just because, why not? Just watch any music video, TV show from the early 2010s, and you'll get a general sense of what people wore, or old YouTube videos too. Skinny jeans that came in a variety.
I'm a 96. I'm a 2000s baby. The 2000s was my era. You know, Minecraft Let's Plays, Smosh, Newgrounds, like early YouTube, PewDiePie, Ant Venom, all of this shit.
Of colors, snapback hats, shoes with these big tongues, popular haircuts look like this, and Cookie Monster mustaches were popular for no reason. And at every Tilly's you'd find these bracelets, and this was supposed to be for breast cancer awareness. And silly bands. Let's not forget about silly bands too.
Oh my god! I was just blasted! What the fuck?
And this was supposed to be for breast cancer awareness.
Oh, silly bands. Oh, don't even get me started. Silly bands, these fuck ass, like dog shit plastic bracelets that were in the shape of animals or like random fucking shapes or whatever. But like they all look like shit ass bracelets on you because like they had to like stretch into the shape of your hand even though they were, oh dude.
And silly bands.
That's
Let's not
crazy.
forget about
Panky, what in the damn 2000s is this? We're talking, it's a video about the 2010s. AKA the only time I was happy. If I caught one of your streams, you're taking me back to 2011. You're welcome, Junko.
Silly bands too. This was just
I remember collecting silly bands in elementary school. That shit was fire.
It's a general fashion sense. And if you want more examples, just look at all the LittleBigPlanet characters that people made back in the early 2010s. More and more people went from having phones like this.
Oh, stop it, please. Stop. Stop. I can't take this no more. Stop.
To this. The games I remember playing on early smartphones were Battle Bears, Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite, Angry Birds, Cut the Rope, and
I remember the first time I played like a tablet game. Like it was Angry Birds. It was the very first time I ever played like a touchscreen game on a tablet. That shit was so, I played that shit for hours. Oh my god. Homie, oh my god. I played Angry Birds for hours the first time I was able to play it. That shit was magical. You're right.
Of course, Flappy Bird. Now, Flappy Bird was unavoidable. Everybody in
So he's gonna talk about it in this video in here probably, but like Flappy Bird was insane. So like everyone knows what Flappy Bird is. You just like tap the screen and you flap and you have to go through the fucking pipes, and like the creator was making like upwards like $40,000 a day off of ads, but people kept sending him death threats and telling the guy to kill himself because they were so mad at the game for like how like they thought it was so bullshit. And so the guy ended up taking the game off the App Store, and like people started selling phones that had Flappy Bird on it before it got taken off the App Store for like hundreds of dollars. It was crazy.
And their mother was talking about this game. People made skits on YouTube and Vine.
A game I used to own, but then I lost my temper. Now I need a new phone.
And Vine was a great app. You only had 6
Scout Flappy Birds was so fucking
to 7
funny.
seconds to make a video, and people got really creative when they made them. And at the very least, they were entertaining. And if you used Vine or watched Vine compilations on YouTube back in 2014, a song went viral that summer, and people made Vines with this part of the song.
I have gonorrhea.
When'd you find out?
About a week ago.
About a week ago,
Thank you for blessing my left ear.
With a
Bro, watching TV was actually good. Cartoon Network had some of the greatest shows that Gen Z still look.
Oh, regular show. Oh, regular show and Adventure Time were so fucking goated. Oh my god, bring me back. Regular Time, Adventure, or regular show and Adventure Time were so fucking peak. Oh my god. Amazing World of Gumball. Oh, it was all so good. Oh god, peak Cartoon Network.
Looks back at fondly to this day. Adventure Time, Amazing World of Gumball, Star Wars The Clone Wars, and Regular Show.
Oh, regular show is so peak. I love regular show. Y'all, I need you to lock in real quick. I'm not gonna lie. Have y'all seen people drawing regular show like hentai of like of Rigby and Mordecai and Rigby, like R34? I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit is fire. All of the R34 of Mordecai and Rigby is fucking fire. Oh my god. People know how to draw these two fucking like yaoi like furries. Like this shit is gas. It's so good.
Bro, regular
shows like that have the best smut. The smut of Mordecai and Rigby is insane. It's so good.
Show is not a regular show, and that's why it was so good. It wasn't just any regular old boring show. And it's not fair that Star Wars The Clone Wars didn't get to have 8 full seasons.
I was never a Star Wars fan. So I never watched this.
It was supposed to until Disney. And Disney Channel had some good shows too.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Good Luck Charlie, Liv and Maddie. Gravity Falls, okay? Austin and Ally. Oh my god. We got iCarly on Nickelodeon, okay? Oh, it's so good. Oh, Fairly Odd Parents. Oh my god. Oh, stop it, please. I want to go back to the 2000s and be a kid again, please.
Charlie, Ant Farm, Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, Phineas and Ferb, Ant Farm. Oh.
And many other shows that aired
Oh, Shake It Up.
At that time. And don't lie to me and
Jesse was so good. I loved Bertram. Oh, Jesse. I'm
say
sorry.
That you've never
I'm going back. Oh god, it's hitting.
Tried to impersonate Perry the Platypus. I know damn well you've all done it once. Around
I want to ERP with other tweens and Homestuck. What the fuck? Again? Elmada? I need you to roll that back. What do you mean by that?
2010, 2011, they would play these edits called Remix, which were these old Mickey Mouse cartoon clips made to sync with the song. And the songs that were a part of this short-lived series included all of these songs. Rocketeer, Another One Bites the Dust, and I Got a Feeling are some of these songs that I can definitely remember
Discovery Kids. I remember Boomerang. Y'all remember watching Boomerang, where they played all of the old Hanna-Barbera like shit? Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, Jetsons, Yogi Bear, Pink Panther. Oh my god. Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo. Holy shit. Boomerang was so up. I love Boomerang. Boomerang was peak.
On the TV back in 2010. Nickelodeon was the channel I watched the least, but they still had.
Yeah. I think the channels I watched the least was Disney Channel, but I also really like Cartoon Network as well. It's just at the time when I was growing up watching was like Cartoon Network and stuff like that, they had Teen Titans Go and Uncle Grandpa playing a lot. So I didn't watch it because I hated those two shows with a passion. So I watched Disney Channel a lot. And the Nickelodeon, I only ever watched it if they had SpongeBob or iCarly playing. Anything else was playing, I didn't care. I just tuned off of it.
Had some memorable shows like iCarly, Victorious, and Boyfriend is a damn catchy song.
Sorry, I was a sleeper agent for Big Time Rush. I'm sorry. It's just I heard it and I'm a sleeper agent.
Don't be surprised if you hear me singing this song unironically. To all my fellow Boomerang enjoyers, pat yourself on the back for watching Boomerang. This channel was underrated. I was introduced to some great classic cartoons like Hong Kong Phooey and Johnny Quest. The most memorable parts of Boomerang wasn't the shows. It was the transitions and shorts that they had. Look at how much work they put into these transitions. They didn't have to do this, but they did. And guess what? They had another set of transitions.
Oh.
But
Dude, dude, it's so peak. It's so peak.
But there is one short that looks down upon them.
We got a gorilla for sale. Magilla gorilla for sale.
Yeah.
Nick at Night and
Oh,
T-Nick were
that
the other
shit was so
channels I
good.
used to watch. Nick at Night only
got a
played at
gorilla
night.
for
They were
sale.
their
We got a
live
gorilla
action and
for
cartoon
sale.
shows from the 90s. The only live action show that I actually remember watching and enjoying was Full House. Very solid show. Just can't say the
House
same
was
for this
okay.
one. The 90s cartoons were fantastic. Hey Arnold, Cat Dog, Rugrats. Hey Arnold was probably the best show, in my opinion. And once I fell asleep
What's the one with the beaver that I remember? There was a one with the beaver that I liked a lot. That was funny.
with Nick at Night on, the very next morning, Teen Nick would be playing because they played on the same channel. And one show that I
Leave it to Beaver. Angry Beavers. Thank you, Omada. Angry Beavers. It was Angry Beavers.
remember watching was the reruns of Zoe 101. But another thing that I
Ned's declassified. Oh.
remember from Team Nick, the top 5 music videos or top 10 music videos. And some of those music videos or songs that I remember
Scooby-Doo is more like 90s, to be fair. Or
would
early
rather be
2000s.
Cool Kids, She Looks So Perfect, and many more. If you watch Cartoon Network, you know that around 8 p.m.
Adult Swim!
Adult Swim. It was the one channel you knew
I never watched Adult Swim as a kid because I always had my parents lurking around, and it had the name adult in it, so they were like, you're not allowed to watch that. So I was rarely able to watch Adult Swim.
you weren't supposed to watch. But let's all be honest here. We definitely watched this in secret, or at least tried to. Some of the shows that I used to
wasn't able to.
enjoy watching when I wasn't supposed to be watching them was American Dad, Family Guy, and Robot Chicken. And as a kid, I did not like King of the Hill, but it's grown on me because I've grown myself, physically and mentally. And trust me, King of the Hill is one of the best shows that I've ever seen. There was quite a lot of movies too, like the continuation of the Twilight series, Toy Story 3, Tangled. I saw Tangled and Toy Story 3 in theaters back in 2010. And do
I
you know
did
what
too.
else was in theaters in 2010? A Sprite commercial. And not just any
Yeah.
Sprite commercial.
The exploding one where he turned into a robot.
Drake
Yes.
Sprite commercial.
Yeah!
Damn, bro. I still can't believe 2010 was 14 years ago. And Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace in 3D. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. You probably didn't know
Yeah.
or even remember that The Phantom Menace came out in 2012 in 3D. That was my very first time watching a Star Wars film in theaters. And I'm not sure if drive-in theaters still exist, but if
My
there's
first time ever watching a Star Wars film in theaters was when Episode 7 came out. I remember it was the day that it came out. We were in school. I was in middle school the day it came out. And the entire day during school, especially during my first period science class, me and all my friends were talking about how excited we were to go see it on opening night. Like all of us together. Everybody in school. This was the biggest event in school, was Episode 7 coming out. And all of us were so excited.
one close by to you, you need to go to one. Because instead of buying the overpriced movie snacks, which is still an option,
Boondocks!
you can bring your own snacks like a bag of chips and not worry about hiding it.
Okay, gang, keep your eyes open.
Open for what? We're sneaking in.
And you could be in the comfort of your car or sit in a foldable chair with a blanket over you outside. These are way better than normal theaters besides the listening experience. Sometimes a movie would be a bit hard to hear. Almost a 10 out of 10 experience.
I've only been to ever been to one drive-in like movie theater, and it was for a double showing of the Avengers, the one with Age of Ultron. It was Avengers Age of Ultron, and then it was Inside Out, or the Disney movie about emotions or whatever. It was a double showing of that in a drive-in theater. We watched it. It was okay.
Every year between 2010 and 2014 had amazing music to offer. The music of this era was full of amazing songs, and it sucks that I can't just list every song or artist that I remember listening to, because that would take too damn long, and we'd be here for hours. Some of the artists I remember playing during this time was full of Drake, Nicki Minaj, Kesha, Pitbull, David Guetta, Flo Rida, Calvin Harris, and of course
Rida.
Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift. Here's a list of some of my most memorable songs of each year. For 2010, it was Find Your Love, Like a G6, Rocketeer,
Like a
Dynamite,
G6,
Billionaire, TikTok, Nothing on You. We'll do 2 honorable mentions for each year. And the honorable mentions for 2010 go out to Teach Me How to Dougie and Not Afraid. And now the next year, 2011, Black
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to. I'm
and
sorry.
Yellow, International Love, Headlines, and of course, Party Rock. Man, this song was so popular. You just had to be there. I remember my elementary school had shuffling contests just for the fun of it. And the
I'm being flashbanged with like nostalgia after nostalgia. It's terrible. I hate it. Stop it. You're making me feel old.
Honorable mentions for that year include In the Dark and Hold It Against Me. And 2012, Call Me Maybe, Thrift Shop, Gangnam Style, Feel So
No,
Close,
my
Good
God,
Time.
Gangnam
And the
Style
honorable
came out in
mentions
2012,
include
you're right.
Payphone and Somebody That I Used to Know. And now in 2013,
When did What Does the Fox Say come out? Because I remember that shit. I remember What Does the Fox Say. I remember when that came out. That was the biggest shit of the year when it came out. It was so, oh my God.
13, Can't Hold Us, Power Trip, Get Lucky, Hold On We're Going
I love Daft Punk. Thank you. Get Lucky is so good. Sorry.
Home, Safe and Sound. And the honorable mentions go out to Alive and Sweater Weather. And finally for 2014, Summer, Trap Queen, Love Me Harder, Boom Clap, and I Don't Mind. And the honorable mentions go out to Fancy and She Looks So Perfect. The 2010s was the decade when I started gaming a lot more. During the years 2010 and 2011, I mainly played on the Wii and the original Xbox. The Wii was mainly games that I played back in the 2000s. And there was also some new games that I never played before.
Last Friday night, took too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot. Last Friday night.
Rayman Rabbids 2. That game was just a bunch of mini games, but my cousin Jack and I loved this game so much. Smoke on the Water was our favorite song in the rhythm mini game that they had. And when I heard the original song many years later, it felt so weird not hearing the higher pitched voice singing the song.
Lego games were goated.
Another game that I loved playing was Wipeout the Game, the game based off of the show of the same name. I mainly played the game with my roommate Cal on his Wii, but sometimes when Jack and Norman came over to my house, they would play the game.
All the Lego games were so good. What were the games I played most when I was growing up? So it was Castle Crashers was one of my favorite games ever to play. This Castle Crashers, this shit was my autistic hyperfixation as a little kid. This was my game as a child, was Castle Crashers. This was my game. I did nothing but play this game over and over and over and over. I would replay the game. I would replay my favorite levels. I would replay all the boss fights. I would play new characters. This shit was my autistic hyperfixation as a child. Was this fuck ass game. This shit was so fucking peak for me. Oh my God. All of the Lego games, you're right. Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. It's Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, very specifically. This one right here. Oh my God. Collecting all the mini bricks for this. Oh my God. I love you. Okay. You guys want to know? You guys want to know the most underrated game of all time from back then? It was Viva Pinata. I don't know if any of you guys remember this game, but Viva Pinata was the best game of all time. This was my shit. Viva Pinata. God. This shit is so good. The premise of it is that you played as a what was it? You played as an owner of a garden, and you would have to tame animals who were in the form of piñatas to come into your garden, and you would have to build a big beautiful garden. Someday I'm gonna do a stream on this game where I play it on stream and do some sort of fuck ass challenge for like a video or something. But like Viva Pinata was the best game of all time. This shit is so good. God, I love Viva Pinata. Oh, this is so good. Rare, make Viva Pinata 3 and my life is yours, please. Viva Pinata was so good.
With us, and man, the timeless memories I have from dying of laughter playing this game. And of course there was Just Dance as well. I also had an original Xbox my mom just gave me out of nowhere in the middle of 2010. The games that I played on it was Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 and NCAA 08. I wasn't playing on the Xbox for probably more than 2 hours a day because I just enjoy playing with my Lego Star Wars sets just a lot more. And I remember this memory from mid to late 2011. During soccer practice, my teammates would sometimes talk about video games, and I remember joining into their conversation talking about how much fun Battlefront was on the OG Xbox, while they were talking about Halo on the Xbox 360. But as far as I can remember, some of them, mainly the older teammates, knew what I was talking about and agreed with me. Not too long after, I got a PS3 for Christmas. I played on that console.
What does Panky and Pinata have in common? They both released something sweet when pounded. What?
As much as I could since it was at my dad's house, you know, every other weekend. 2 Christmases. I didn't have that many games on PlayStation 3, but the main games that I played was Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, LittleBigPlanet 1, LittleBigPlanet 2,
Just got back from work,
and
we're
Minecraft.
so up.
I love the online.
Of course, Minecraft. I didn't even think I needed to mention it, but like Minecraft, when it released on the Xbox 360, Minecraft Xbox 360 release. Holy shit. Oh my god. Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. Oh my god. My childhood. Minecraft Xbox 360 is the best version of Minecraft ever. And I am willing to die on this hill that no other version of Minecraft, including Java, has ever topped Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. This shit was so good. Oh, it's so good. Minecraft Xbox 360, the unique lighting of it, because it had way too much gamma. Instead of a brightness, it was a gamma setting. So it had that really saturated fucking look to it because the gamma was always way too high for everybody. And it, oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love you. I love you. You, my sweet little princess. Do you guys remember? Like where you could download mods on the Minecraft Xbox 360, where it was like worlds that you could download. It was like this like fuck ass program you had to download that had like the Borderlands 2 fucking like thumbnail in it or whatever. You had to take a flash drive, download the world on flash drive, put your profile in there, put it back in the Xbox, flash it or something, and then like you had a modded world on Minecraft Xbox 360. Oh my god, I love it. I love you, my child. You're lost.
Multiplayer. When I played zombies, I couldn't play solos unless if it was Dead Ops Arcade. Zombies by yourself, especially as a kid, was horrifying, and it was a no-brainer that I played in public zombie matches. The memories that I've made are so fun to look back at. Like, for example, when everyone was downed and the last guy had to clutch up, and when he clutches, everyone would give this dude so much praise and friend requests.
Damn it, Sinica, you're awesome.
The shitty Xbox mics.
The Easter egg songs were straight up amazing. So amazing that I'm pretty sure I bought some of the songs on iTunes and listened to them through my iPod Shuffle.
I was not old enough to have iTunes as a thing that I used a lot.
Multiplayer. When I played Black Ops 1 multiplayer, I loved the party games.
iTunes
the
was not my
point
thing.
system made it so much more risky and rewarding. And if you got in the top 3, you'd make a lot more money. And if you didn't make it into the top 3, you'd lose money. And I still remember telling people in game chat to double down, and people wouldn't always
You're
listen.
a rich kid with an iPod Touch. Kill yourself.
Do it. Double down.
But some of my favorite party game modes include gun
Mods, pull up that one clip of the guy being like, "Oh, I'm a that uses riot shield. I use riot shield."
game, sharpshooter, and sticks and stones. And I still remember I would try to throw my tomahawk across the map in the hopes that I would actually get someone with it, like in those old clips on YouTube. But unfortunately, I've never been able to accomplish that. And on Black Ops 2, I didn't play too much multiplayer up until mid-2015. But man, when I started playing multiplayer, it was the best. Well-balanced game and fun overall. My cousins Norman and Jack had a PS3 and an Xbox 360. The PS3 was pretty much Norman's, and the 360 was Jack's. And the 360 only had one game that I really liked and wanted to play, which was Modern Warfare 3. And I remember at the time that I played Modern Warfare 3, which was back in its prime, 2012.
I was not a Call of Duty kid. Call of Duty was not my thing. I was a Minecraft kid. Viva Pinata, Castle Crashers, like I just said, Lego. I was never a Call of Duty kid. I never got into these games.
Played TDM, Spec Ops, and Infected. And Spec Ops Survival
I'm
was
still
fun.
not a fan
It was
of
my
FPS
substitute
games.
for
FPS
zombies,
games
but
is like one of my
Infected
least
was
favorite
fun.
genres.
I
Up there
remember
with
I
like
would
racing
always group
games.
up where everybody else was because numbers advantage, and sometimes it was a spot that the Infected couldn't reach as easily, like sitting on the catwalk in Dome. Sometimes when I came over to their house, Norman would sometimes let me play on his PS3, where I'd play Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1 and 2, World at War, Battlefield, Bad Company 2, etc.
I was never rich enough for Skylanders. My family was too broke to afford fucking Skylanders. That shit's expensive.
Stereo pulse headset on, and most people who played video games didn't have stereo headsets or have them plugged into the monitors or anything. And sometimes Jack, Norman, and I would all sit together and play some LittleBigPlanet 2. And whether it was story mode or community levels, we had so much fun playing that game, and I enjoyed that game so much that I decided I wanted to get into it. And I went with the first game because I cared about playing the game in order. And I was hooked as soon as I got access to the multiplayer, and I met many people and befriended them, spending our time playing community levels, late night talks, just chilling in the pod, just talking about life, you know, similar to those late night party chats that we have nowadays that get all deep and philosophical, except for kids and young teens. And the countless hours I spent on the moon, either goofing off or just trying to make a level.
So I never
but one of
experienced
the other things that
PlayStation
made
garbage.
LittleBigPlanet so memorable was its soundtrack. So amazing that I bought a few of these songs off of iTunes and listened to them on my iPod Shuffle. And this soundtrack is better than amazing. It's freaking legendary. Another game with the legendary soundtrack was Minecraft. Now I got into Minecraft very late into my active PS3 years. I spent my time on creative and survival mode pretty evenly. It's also where I met some of my friends.
When I die, I want dry hands playing as they lower me into the funeral. You can write this down now into my will. I would need dry hands playing as I get lowered into the ground in my funeral.
Friends you've probably seen in my videos like Time Man, Anthony, and Connor. And whenever I hear C418's music, especially the creative mode music, it always takes me back to the days of just being a kid, building a city or house, or the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria with friends. I believe it was the very first survival world that I had. I built this giant wooden house. It was kind of more modern looking, and everybody that joined was always impressed with it. It was basically like a hotel. I had a few rooms for people to live in, and some of these new people that joined in would get a room. It was like a streamer house, but in Minecraft, and well before streamer house was even a thing, because this was like 2014. I was also one of the very rare few people that had a PlayStation Vita, and I played LittleBigPlanet, Black Ops Declassified, which you probably didn't know existed, Minecraft, Tearaway, and Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. LittleBigPlanet, Black Ops Declassified, and Minecraft were all multiplayer games, which was where I spent most of my time playing. And the reason I got Minecraft on PS3 was because of Minecraft on Vita, and I also used to watch a lot of YouTube on it as well. It was where I would watch Lego Star Wars stop motions, Vanoss, Venturian Tale, PewDiePie, Dragonic Fire.
Venturian Tale is a callback for sure.
Lego Star Vars stop motions, Vanoss, Venturian.
Oh my god, Venturian Tale is crazy. I remember watching all of his Gmod shit. Oh my god.
Tale, PewDiePie, Dragonic Fire, Mr. PS Vita.
Remember Total Miner, the Xbox 360 indie game one, where it was the knockoff of Minecraft because it was costed $1 if you were too broke for that.
Reviews, Roblox and Minecraft videos, and many more. And you
Aleph, I was never part of that weeb shit era back in the early 2010s. I always thought weebs were cringe in the 2010s, and I bullied all of them. Look at me now.
You probably don't know who Dragonic Fire or Mr. PS Vita reviews are, since they weren't anywhere near as big as the other names listed. But what they had in common was somewhat similar content they made. For example, Dragonic Fire had a LittleBigPlanet series where he would play with fans, and they would just play community levels, while Mr. PS Vita reviews would play Minecraft PlayStation Vita edition with fans as well. And I remember I wanted to—
You became what you bully? Don't tell me.
Join and appear in their videos so badly. All in all, the 2010s was a great time to grow up in. A time I will always cherish for the rest of my life. And I know I'm not alone in that. And comment anything that I may have missed, because I can only talk about so much in one video. And I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, because I sure did. And eventually, I'll upload another video about nostalgia. But remember, this channel is where I upload videos of me being an epic gamer. Just keep that in mind. Now the video ends.
Yeah. What a great video. Thank you. You made me want to kill myself because of 2000s memories. Man. That was a great video though. Thank you so much. Great video. Go watch it. Go give it a like. It's so good. Thank